Welcome, everyone. We have been on a really fast-moving journey since 1997. So if that gives you any idea, you can tell that Mediatek is a relative startup, in the big boy semiconductor industry compared with Qualcomm and Intel. And now we're taking our game to the next level with our products, our business model, our marketing, defining a more clear vision and strategy for the future. So this is what we're here for, to share that with you. The new branding we're going to share with you is the foundation, and this is the kickoff, but it's just the beginning. So this is not the end. This campaign that you're seeing is just the beginning. And let's start out with making some observations before we make conclusions. So there's a huge transformation going on in the marketplace. There's a 3x middle-class growth in only 20 years to almost 5 billion people. If you think about that, that's a huge increase of people with disposable income all over the world. Emerging markets are disappearing, and the general view in the West of the developing world is being challenged. This means a lot more opportunity for everyone, wherever you are. As we can see on the following slides, Asia represents more than 80% of the total world growth in spending. There will be much more total disposable income and a bit less than average per middle-class person. As you can see here, the graph is growing. It looks pretty remarkable, doesn't it? So the economic center of gravity is moving from west to east, quite clearly, looking at this picture. All these slides, the information is from the OECD report. So what else is happening? Well, operators are cutting subsidies as their customer care OpEx is getting too high. This is being voiced over and over again by large operators like AT&T and T-Mobile and others. Subsidies are being replaced by new buyback and trade-in incentive programs. And we think that, plus $700 phone pricing is way too high and will not work well in an unsubsidized market. Average prices will have to be adjusted to more normal, commoditized market levels. At the same time, there's a lot of upward mobility at the low end as feature phones are being rapidly replaced by smartphones. I think this is pretty much a no-brainer, so I won't talk more about it. Android is now in over 80% of the world's smartphones. That's my own calculation, because it was 79% according to strategy analysis at the end of 2013. Android works the same way on all devices, across phones and tablets, creating a uniform user experience. There's more differentiation in the apps than in the OS itself. This means that Android is a great user experience leveler across price tiers as the world is flattening. So where am I going with this? Well, all this gives us strong reasons to believe that the current market structure is about to change radically. This picture you can see on the left, the low end of the market was a crossover last year, where there is now less than 50% low end, probably around 40, 45 today. Anyway, so we look at this. Feature to smartphone conversion is pushing low to mid. Reduced subsidies and user experience harmonization is pushing high to mid. A lot of new customers, billions more middle-class people in former emerging markets are looking to get connected to each other and to rich media on the internet. The mid-end will be the new battleground in the commoditized market. The super mid market is born, fueled by global middle-class growth and the key industry changes we just talked about. We characterize super mid as 80% in the middle, with two dotted lines as boundaries at the opposite ends. The low boundary is set at $79, and the high boundary is set at $399. The low boundary means the lowest price smartphone with the most basic smartphone feature set. The high boundary means the price for a nominal phone brand with a world-leading, world-class feature set. This means that the top-of-the-range performance products are being pushed down into the super mid, and price levels are getting adjusted. Our philosophy and experience in Asia in emerging markets has driven our belief that technology should not exist for its own sake, but should be inclusive, giving everyone the ability to access the internet to improve their social and economic well-being. Since the very beginning, our vision has been to enrich and enhance everyone's lives. That was the founder's vision in 1997. We've had a long history of democratizing the market, and now we're taking it to the next level, into the new economy that we just outlined. Mediatek is the fastest company in the industry to deliver new products to market through a lot of innovation, partnerships, and efficiency in everything we do. We've had an amazing growth from delivering the first smartphone chips just a few years ago to delivering world-leading performance ahead of the incumbent market leader. 4 and 8 core CPUs that lead in heterogeneous computing, top score for leading benchmarks in ANTU very recently, leading multimedia features through our TV legacy and world-class connectivity. In addition, our reference designs are by far the most effective, giving customers a distinct time-to-market advantage. So we got the speed, we got the muscle, and we got the brains. So something is missing. What's missing? The heart, of course. We don't only design for performance, we also design for inclusion. Innovation is not only about developing new features. Innovation to make things cost-effective is just as important, perhaps even more so. We strive to design the most full-feature products at an affordable price. In the same way that Amazon leveraged the internet to break down barriers and drive change in the retail market, with new business models, products, and channels, Mediatek is working to end the exclusivity of high-end smartphone performance, because a highly functional user experience should be available to everyone. So we're in the middle of the greatest all-inclusive cultural transformation of all time. For the first time, most people on the planet will be connected to each other and to the internet. And the pace of change is incredible. I think the term middle class was actually first told in 1745. I checked it up on the web. So for 200-something years, 250 years, we've come to 1.8 billion. In just 20 years, we'll triple that. That's amazing in terms of, improved lifestyle for people all over the world. Hello, post-PC era. Goodbye, PC. Hello, touch data generation. Anyone who has kids knows that this is not just marketing, this is truth. Welcome, everyday genius. This is the great outcome of the new all-inclusive connected mobile world. For the first time, it's a level playing field. We can all be an everyday genius in this day and age. Whoever we are, wherever we are, whatever our interests and desires are. And it also happens to be our new tagline. Our branding effort goes deep, and it's a strategic internal-external tool to guide us toward our vision. We use surveys and brand action plans across the entire organization. The launch campaign and new identity that you see around here are parts of the new brand, but this is about so much more than just new graphics and taglines. It's about outlining and living a vision for global leadership in a changing world. And here are some examples of our new graphics identity that you will see at the show if you haven't already seen it at the airport or on the way here from there. A lot of different things. We have a new website. I believe it's coming online, Patrick, today? Yes? Okay. Right, good. Now everybody can fulfill their potential. Everyone can be an everyday genius. This campaign will be used in our B2B communications to launch the brand at events like this and continuing, throughout the year. This is just one picture. Here's another one. These are examples from the Everyday Genius campaign. We use different cultures and professions as examples of the super mid consumers. And next we will show you a short movie that reflects everything we talked about in this presentation.
We're at the beginning of the world's greatest all-inclusive revolution. There is a rising 5 billion strong middle class, causing traditional emerging markets to disappear. For the first time ever, all people on the planet will have equal access to the internet, each other, and each other's devices. This creates unprecedented opportunities for everybody, socially, culturally, and professionally, no matter who they are or where they live. It's reshaping markets, transforming industries, and flattening economies. A new super mid-market is born. Mediatek is staying true to its tradition of being inclusive. and is leading this transformation. Everyday genius is the great outcome of this new era. Never before has there been such limitless opportunities for all. Whoever and wherever we are, whatever our interests, desires, hopes and dreams. Our vision is simple and clear, to enrich everyone's life, so that all of us can be an everyday genius.
Okay, so that concludes the first part of the presentation.